How my thinking leads to eating. I gotta lose weight fast. So I have a coaching client and we had this great in-depth discussion about how her lower brain was kind of sabotaging her with this thought of, I have to lose weight fast. The thought would just come into her mind. It could be, okay, I gotta go see the doctor. I need to lose weight fast before I go to the doctor. I've got something coming up and I gotta lose weight quick before the event. That thought, I have to lose weight fast, triggered her lower brain. Remember, if you go back to all the videos, or if you go back through the series, what you're noticing is your lower brain wants to protect you from figurative or literal death, the embarrassment, we have those tender spots, those tender subjects that were kind of deeply imprinted on us when we were probably younger. And so we have this constant vigilance, if you will, about certain things. For you, it could be your weight. More than likely, it's your weight. That's why you're here. If you also maybe feel that way about your career, your job, maybe you were fired when you were younger from a job. It was extremely humiliating. When it comes to your work, there's going to be that more super vigilance from your lower brain. When it sees these thoughts, I have to lose weight fast. What happened for my client was the same thing that happened before. She had this exact same scenario play out twice in a very short period of time. She immediately said, okay, I have to lose weight quick. So then your brain goes into fix-it mode. How can I make this happen fast? So what happens is then it starts to give you a list of actions to take, right? So it's trying to help you. So it's going to say, okay, let's see. Oh, wait, the doctor had recommended before a gluten-free diet might be good for you. Great, let's research, let's seek information. So then you go on that researching, seeking thing, which also feels really good because that's part of the cycle. And then what she did, she gutted her kitchen. She brought in all gluten-free products. She made up a meal plan on foods that she had really never eaten before, recipes that were gluten-free. She gets all the food in, she does all the stuff, and then guess what happened? Stress and anxiety is rising. She doesn't have the foods that she likes. She likes potato chips, they're not in the diet. She likes, having some candy and treats, those aren't in the diet. So the stress and anxiety starts to rise. She's making food she doesn't know, meal planning things she doesn't know, losing all the fun foods that she enjoys, all together. And as the stress and anxiety, the discomfort rises, then her lower brain kicks back in and she eats 2 cupcakes. And she goes, Heather, what's up with that? Why am I eating 2 cupcakes when I'm supposed to be doing a gluten-free diet? I said, well, what you probably don't remember, and see, I keep notes on all my coaching clients so I know what's going on. A couple of months ago, you had the exact same scenario play out. I said, you told me, and we've had extensive conversations about this, that you don't love having a lot of animal protein in your diet. You just don't like the taste of it. You don't enjoy eating it. But she had the thought that she should eat a high protein, low carbohydrate diet. So the exact same scenario played out with a different diet because she had the thought, I have to lose weight quick. Her lower brain said, oh, I know. Doctor said a high protein, low carbohydrate diet would help. She did the exact same scenario. She cleared everything out, made a meal plan based on high protein, low carb, made all these new recipes that she may or may not have enjoyed. And then she ended up having a week of no tracking and eating all the things, right? And she felt very upset with herself. I said, here's what you need to realize. That thought, I need to lose weight quick. It's like an open door for the lower brain to come in and start to fix the perceived problem. Whereas if you can catch it and you say, wait a minute, this seems eerily familiar. I'm saying it again. I'm picking some kind, and she never saw this connection. Like as we were having this conversation, she's like, oh, now I see what it is. Okay, there's a pattern here, right? Because your lower brain is not intelligent. It's not smart. It's not going to come up with anything creative or whatever. Like when I'm coaching somebody, I hear where they are and we talk out a plan that moves them a step further than where they are. Your lower brain's always going to go to these extremes. Gluten-free diet, high protein, low carb diet. Like it's always going to feel very familiar, okay? It's not going to seem new and inventive. It's going to be like, wait a minute, I think I did this before, right? You're going to have that feeling. And then what happens is it always will lead you back around. So if you've ever wondered, why do I crash and burn? Why do I do these extreme things? Why do I get sucked into the latest, greatest thing? I mean, there's companies out there that really kind of repackage, recycle their weight loss programs every 2 years, not naming names. And what does it do? It gins everybody up, right? Oh, what? And then right away, you're like, it's part of a plan. You have to understand how the human mind works, right? You don't have to fall victim to any of that. When you have the thought, I have to lose weight quick, you could come back in and say out loud, how has that worked for you in the past? You could say that to yourself. Start to question these things as they happen, and you'll start to see them start to disintegrate. Oh, wait a minute. I did that a couple months ago with this whole high protein, low carb thing. That didn't go well. I'm not doing that again. And that's what I kind of want you to see here. Just the thought, I have to lose weight quick, took this client on basically a 1 week experiment of her thinking she had to do something different, her lower brain stepping in and giving her an action list to follow, her feeling a stress and anxiety because nothing that she was eating she enjoyed, as it had happened before. And then she turned to cupcakes, and she even said, I immediately felt better. Keep in mind, why is your lower brain driving you to the cupcakes? Because it knows, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to feel relief. You're going to feel better. There's a reason that you keep going to it. It's not because you're not intelligent. It's not because you don't know better. It's because your lower brain senses discomfort, a sense of unease, and it wants to fix that. And it knows that every time you've had the cupcakes, every time you've had the cookies, the brownies, the whatever, you feel better. So how do we combat this? First off, know you're in the cycle. We're all in the cycle. I get the thoughts that I'm sharing with you right now. Those still flutter through my mind at times. And I know what it is. It's like, oh, that's my lower brain chatting at me. I'm going to choose to ignore it. I'm not going to give it a platform from which to preach at me about. I'm going to go do something else, right? Like, I know what it is. Once you know you're in the soup, so to speak, you can, make a decision. But if you don't even know you're in it, you don't know that you're doing it, you don't know what's happening, it's very hard to start to pull these things apart and avoid going down the rabbit hole. So now my client is aware that we've had 2 experiences where the same exact scenario has played out 2 times the exact same way. And I told her, when that thought comes to you and you think you have to revamp it, immediately contact me, immediately, because that is not you. That's your lower brain trying to fix things. Here's the thought, I have to lose weight fast. It immediately goes into hyperdrive. It's trying to fix the problem for you because it loves you and it wants to protect you. It creates a level of stress and anxiety and discomfort based on what it's asking you and having you do, which then leads you into the arms of all the sweet stuff because it's trying to relieve now the discomfort that it has created, right? So we need to find for us what might do that, just to be a little bit more aware, what might do that. And it could be like you're scrolling through Facebook, you see a photo, oh, I gotta lose weight before this event. Just that thought might springboard you searching out diets. You might be shocked. You could have somebody make a comment, oh, I just lost 20 pounds, I feel great. And they say, this is what I did. And before you know it, wow, maybe I should do that. And before you know it, brain is taking action, right? So pay attention, because why I see so many people struggling with this idea of consistency, of doing things they can sustain for the rest of their lives, a maintainable weight loss, it's often because their lower brain is kicking in and it's giving them a really ridiculous approach that they will not sustain, and they keep falling into the same cycle over and over and over again. See, with a coach or somebody like me, I can help point it out to you. I can highlight it. You on your own, you just keep doing it and you're completely oblivious to it. And that's the part that I'm trying through these videos to bring awareness to. So I hope this video helps. Really think about what I'm saying here. Watch it for yourself. Just become a little bit more self-aware and see what happens for you. Notice when that thought pops in your head. And remember what I said, there's so many sensitive areas people have, but I guarantee you this is one of them when it comes to weight. And when you start to hear that lower voice kicking in, well, maybe we should do a gluten-free diet. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should research this diet. Just say, no. I'm going to go do something else. focus on something else. I'm not gonna go in that direction. Because when you do, it normally is not something that is sustainable. It's not something that you're gonna keep up with, and it's usually gonna blow up on you. You have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.